Hey guys, it's the Flippin Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos, and welcome to Back to Basics episode 12. Today we're going to talk about the ABCs of sharing on Posh. So if you want to make sales on Poshmark, you have to be sharing your closet. The only way for your items to really be seen and get in front of the eyes of a potential buyer is to share and have other people share your items as well. So it's important not only that you share your own things, but you need to be sharing other people too, so that they will share you as well, and you will gain more followers. And the more followers you have, the more eyeballs your stuff goes in front of. And also, the more followers you have, the more other people are likely to be attracted to you and follow you and share your items because they know that you have a big following. It sounds like a pyramid scheme, but it's really not. It's really simple, and once you get into a really good routine and you have a system in place, it's not that hard to do. It just takes some time. So you need to be sharing your closet 3 times a day, minimum. If you don't have time to share your entire closet 3 times a day, say you have 1,000 or more items and you just don't have that kind of time in your day, pick 100 or so listings and share those. So let's say you had 110 pairs of jeans in your closet, and you had, 100 men's shirts and 50 pairs of shoes and 50 purses. You could split that up to where you just shared the jeans in the morning. In the afternoon, share the men's shirts, and then in the evening, share the purses and the shoes. However you want. Ideally, you want to share your entire closet 3 times a day, but not everybody has that much time. So you can just pick out like 100 things and share those. You want to try to spread your sharing out, just because at different times of the day, there's different folks active on Poshmark. So you're going to be getting your items in front of a bunch of different people. Other sellers are important too, because they will share you and they will follow you. And then the buyers obviously are really important. So you want to go and spread those out so that at different times of the day, you're getting in front of different people. I like to share mine first thing in the morning, and then in the afternoon around 4, right after we do our shipping, and then in the evening at the last party. That's the most important thing, guys. You should absolutely be sharing during that last party of the day. It's at 7 p.m. on the West Coast, so it's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The last party of the day is the only one of the day that doesn't have a theme, and you're allowed to share your entire closet. So the other parties are, and this is Eastern Time, the other parties are at 12, 3, and 7, and that's Eastern Time, guys. And those every day will have different themes. Some days it'll be the best in jeans, all about plus size, kids clothes, shoes, and you're only allowed to share those types of items to those parties, and you have to keep in the theme. But every day, that last party of the day does not have a theme, and you're allowed to share your entire closet to the party. And it is so important because everyone's active. That is probably one of the most active times on Poshmark, is that last party of the day, because everyone knows they can share their entire closet to that party, and everyone is online doing that. Everybody's in the party sharing other people's stuff. Everyone is active. Buyers come on. It's just a really, really, really important time to be sharing. And that should be the last time of the day that you share your closet. And if you don't have time to share all your items twice, once to the party and once to your followers, I would suggest just sharing it to the party. Share your entire closet as much as you can to that last party of the day. And then it is very important that you share from the party. So you need to be going into the party and sharing other people. That way they'll follow you back or share you as well. Sharing other people is just as important as sharing your own closet on Poshmark. So what I do is I share from my computer. Just for me, that's easier. It's a lot faster. You can share from your phone. And that's the thing with Poshmark. Like, it's so time intensive, but it's not hard. It's really not hard to share your closet. You can get on your phone and lay on the couch and watch a movie on Netflix, or you can get on your desktop and do it and put another screen over here and watch TV while you do it. It's really not hard. It's just, it takes time. It is time intensive, but you know, I just know that I have to do it 3 times a day if I think I want to make sales on there, and I just, you know, I've worked into my schedule. And I'm not perfect. I don't hit all 3 times every day. It doesn't happen every day. There are days where I run out of time and I only hit it twice. There's days where I just have to pick 100 things and quickly share them. But it is important that you do share. And that last party is super important. So I do share from my computer, but you can do it either way you want. I go into that last party, and at the top it has tabs. It has like newly listed, new tags, designer, and host picks. There's just these different tabs up top of categories. All the people sharing all the items to the party are being sorted into these categories automatically. And I go into each tab, there's 4. I go into each one and I share about 50 things from each tab. And that's 200 things that I've shared of other people's from the party to my followers. And that's 200 people that may follow me back, that may share my items. So that's super important. If you don't have a lot of time, you could do like 20. You can go into each tab and do 20 because that's better than nothing. I would suggest at least 20 from each tab, because any less than that, like, you're not really getting momentum and sharing a lot of people or getting those people to follow you or whatever. So at least 20. I mean, if you're really pressed for time, you would do 10 from each tab. And I would say that is actually better than nothing at all too. Because it is so important that you're sharing from that party. So, you know, 50 if you got time for it. And if you don't, try to do 20 from each tab. It is important that you are sharing other people though. So throughout the day, if you're in line at the carpool waiting for your kids, if you're in line at the grocery store, if you're at the doctor's office, if you have a couple minutes here and a couple minutes there, if you work outside of the house and you have a lunch break, just kind of go through your news, and if anybody's sharing you, try to share back, grab a couple of theirs and share them back. There are share groups on Facebook that you can join, and those are invaluable. They are invaluable because you have an entire group of people who share each other's closets every single day. So you're getting your items in front of all of their followers. Let's say there was, 20 people in your group and each one had 50,000 followers on Poshmark. That would be 1 million people that your items are getting seen by. Not everyone's going to buy, if you're in this share group and they're all sharing you and 1 million extra people that are their followers see your items. No, not all of them are going to buy something from you, but some of them may follow you, some of them may share you, and some of them may like your items. And accumulating likes on your items is super duper important as well, because a lot of folks on Poshmark don't outright buy items. They expect those offers, and I know I've mentioned this before. I mentioned it just yesterday in the ABCs of sharing, or the ABCs of listing or cross-posting to Poshmark. The offers to likers are so super important. The buyers on Poshmark are used to that. They look for them. They will like your item on purpose just to see what kind of offer they're going to get from you, and that's fine. So accumulating likes on all of your items is important too. So if you're getting your shares in every day, 3 times a day, you're sharing to that party, you're in a share group, got other people sharing you, and once a week you can go through your closet and send out offers to likers on any of your items that have likers. You may have a lot of sales that one day. We do ours on Thursdays and Sundays. I also try to catch people as they like stuff, but I'm not on Poshmark all day. I don't check in on it that often. But if I am currently on Poshmark sharing my closet and I see in the news that someone liked an item, I will quickly send them a 10% off offer with a $1.89 discount on the shipping. So yeah, anytime I see, if I'm active and I see that someone has liked an item, I do try to send them an offer right away for that impulse buy. They just saw the item, it's fresh in their mind, they liked it enough to like it, and you're sending them a discount. You might get that impulse buy from that person, and they might counteroffer, and that's good too. So I do try to catch them as they like them, but On Thursdays, I send out offers to every item that has likers on it, a 20% off. And then on Sundays, I send a 30% off. It sounds like a lot, but we mark our stuff up on Poshmark, and I've mentioned that in yesterday's video as well. You want to price your stuff a lot higher so you have room to do these offers. So the other days of the week, we may make 1 or 2 sales here and there. Our biggest days are Thursday going into Friday, because the offers last for 24 hours, and then Sunday going into Monday. That's when we make all of our sales. So it's kind of like, I look at it like this. I spend all week sharing and liking other people's stuff, not liking, sharing other people's stuff, and accumulating all those likes so that 2 days a week I can send out offers and get all my sales. So it's a little bit different than eBay. We're not looking to get sales every single day. It would be nice if we did, and like I said, occasionally we get 1 or 2, or I'll catch someone right when they like something and get them to do that impulse buy. But for the most part on Poshmark, I really just feel like we work all week to get those likes, and then we can send our offers out twice a week and make our sales. And that's okay. Accumulating those likes on Poshmark is super important. So yes, you want to be sharing your closet 3 times a day. If you don't have time to do it 3 times a day, try to just do 100 items 3 times a day, and try to space them out morning, noon, and night. Make sure you're participating in the parties. The best one to go to is the last one at night. If that's not possible for you, if your schedule doesn't allow for that, try to pick another one during the day. They do 4 a day. Again, Eastern time, they are at noon, 3, 7, and 10. So maybe you could just pick a time that is good for you and share to the themed parties all of the items you have that fall in that theme, because that's better than not going to a party or not sharing to a party. It's super important to participate in the parties. People are really active. They're on the platform. They're sharing, they're liking, they're buying, they're doing offers during the parties. Those are just like the most active times. So that is super important as well, that you attend at least 1 party a day, and make sure that you're sharing other people. Find a share group if you can. Join one of those. I am in Sydney's Posh Boss VIP share group. It is a paid group. There are free ones out there if paying for it isn't something that you can afford or justify with your business. But being in a share group is super important, because there's just tons of people and they're sharing you every day, and you do have to reciprocate. You do have to share them back, but it's a fair trade-off. It really is. Your items are really being seen by a lot more people, and it keeps your closet really active as other people are sharing you. And the great thing about the share group is that those people are going to be active all different times of the day. So they're going to be sharing you at times that you're not on there. So you're getting shared all throughout the day in front of all different kinds of people who are active at different times. So the share group is super important. And then again, if you see the likes pop up, go ahead and send an offer real quick. See if you can't get that impulse buy. But just think of it as you're sharing all the time, because you're working towards your sales. You're getting people to like your items. You want to accumulate those definitely for your offers. The more you share, the more people will see you, the more people will follow you, the more people will share your items. So yes, it is a very, I guess a lot of people think of it as a very social network, a social platform, and it is very time consuming, I will tell you that, but it's not hard. It's really not hard. You can literally lay on your couch and watch a movie and do your sharing. So just something to keep in mind, how important sharing is on Poshmark and what you should be doing every day. 3 times a day, at least 1 party, and share other people, and join a share group if you can find one. And if you guys have any more questions or whatever, just let me know in the comments, and I will be more than happy to help you. Do me a favor and hit that like button before you leave. It always helps the channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.